Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are live, joining you live from California and Zambia, joined together. Two big countries championing the agenda of change. Forward, 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 forward. Good evening, good evening. By Zambian time, it is 21:25. I don't know by California's time, Madam Pumolo Situmbeko, aka Queen Pumi in the view. What time is it that side?
It's 12:25. It's lunchtime over here.
Yeah.
Noon time, yes. Good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome.
You're looking nice. You're looking nice. The backdrop is nice. The outfit is squeaky nice, ready to form
Regalia, I know in Zambia they will attack me if I wear this.
Yes. You will not reach down.
I have to wear it in my bedroom.
Yes. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much. Today, it's a hive of online activities. We've seen a number of people online, but we thought we could also be part and parcel of those people that are just online to address this critical issue. And as usual, what we always love is the very fact that you give us a feedback. Okay, let us know where you're watching us from. Comment below, share this broadcast, and like and subscribe and follow our page. For those of you who have been following our pages, very soon we are going to be giving out gifts. Is it not so, Mama?
Yes, cool. We are celebrating 200,000 followers very soon, and we are going to have a big event to commemorate our huge milestone. Thank you so much, wonderful followers. We love you. Share this page with your friends and family. We are the People's TV. We are sharing real-time news, breaking stories in real time. So always follow this page so you get notification when we go live so you don't miss out. A lot has happened today. ECZ had their meeting and we are here to talk about it. Over to you.
So what you do is, today we are going to look at matters that are arising in the political scene, and one of those is that ECZ have suspended campaigns. They have suspended campaigns for 14 days in Lusaka, in Mpulungu, and in other places. What is your take? What is your view? Because on this platform, as you have joined us, we are going to be reading through your comments. We'll be reading out your comments so that you can take part and parcel of whatever that we are going to discuss. So please comment below. What is your take on the suspending of political party rallies due to the violence that the ECZ announced, took place in Mpulungu and in Lusaka? We want to read your comments on this and our conversation that we have. My name is Amatomola Likwanya, District IPS for Lusaka District under UPND, and I'm also joined by Global Human Rights Alliance Executive Director and Nangoma Executive Director, also governance activist, human rights activist, a mother, and also what?
A grandmother. My resume is too much. You can't. My resume is from here to Shangomo.
Yes, insurance broker, project manager, CEO, a lot of things. Anyway,
bring it on, yes.
The point is, we also have another agenda, and that agenda is that the road shows that were the only avenue that was left for the opposition to use to reach out to the people have actually been banned indefinitely until the time that we are going to have people vote on the 12th of August. Road shows have been banned. Road shows could be 14 days. For all political parties, the road shows have been suspended. And if we are to take you back, ECZ did announce that they banned the rallies. So we are also trying to wonder how the opposition are going to campaign. So all these things that we have mentioned, please comment below so that we are able to read out your comments. So that is what we are looking at today. I will quickly, take it back to Madam Pumulo so that she can begin her contributions on the ECZ banning and suspending rallies for 14 days for UPND and PF. Over to you there.
Thank you very much. So it's a very sad day, to ban the rallies and permanently, indefinitely suspend the road shows. So again, I don't know who ECZ consulted to ban these road shows. It's really unfortunate because Zambia is a democracy and we don't know if the stakeholders were consulted. We are having a situation in a country where a few people at ECZ are making arbitrary decisions that are affecting 17 million Zambians. And we are saying this is wrong. ECZ is like compromised. ECZ is making decisions to favor PF, and we are here to condemn that. And you guys share this video. We'll be opening the lines later. You can come in and express your concerns, your views. That's what Facebook is all about, is express your concern or your opinions. We have this platform here. So I don't know, it's really disappointing. Ever since this campaign has started is like it's been doomed. Like ECZ is hell-bent on making it very difficult for UPND to campaign. So for me, I'm asking ECZ, what do you want? What do you really want? Because Zambia is a democracy. This election is part of a constitution. So what is the objective of all these stumbling blocks you are putting in front of UPND? Like, what do you want to achieve? Like, why are you doing this by ECZ? It's actually shameful because now it's clear that whatever decisions ECZ is making is favoring PF. So we are here to tell you that you ECZ, you are supposed to be an autonomous organization funded by public fund, by GRZ, and all your decisions should be free and fair. The job of ECZ is to ensure a free and fair election. But we are seeing that ECZ, whatever decision they are making is favoring PF. This is wrong. We are going to reach a situation where when UPND will form government, some of these officers in ECZ, they'll be liable for prosecution. They are going to be answerable for the decisions they made because they are making decisions against the constitution of Zambia. It is wrong, So that being said, I have Emmanuel on the line. Emmanuel, can you come in?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes. So what do you think about ECZ banning these road shows and rallies, all the drama that ECZ is putting against UPND? What is your comment?
Actually,
We have lost.
the one,
We seem to have
they're
lost
just favoring.
but
Hello?
yes, we can
Yes.
get you now.
Yeah, I was saying these are ECZ people, they're just favoring our friends, the PF ones, because even this evening they had announced, we're not supposed to do rallies and road shows, but today PF were busy distributing materials at Cheston. I was within Cheston here. They were busy distributing materials, which is unfair. And yet they're saying, no, we're not supposed to do campaigns or road shows. This is just to, they don't want UPND, us as UPND, to.
Okay, I think Honorable Mantomola, you can go on. He
Okay.
lost connection, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can just mute his mic.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much. Comrade Emmanuel, your contributions are very much sound. And those who are watching us on YouTube, those who are watching us on Facebook, we are discussing about the suspension of rallies, suspension of roadshows, suspension of campaigns now by ECZ. At first, ECZ called stakeholders to a meeting where they announced that the rallies have been banned. And from the time that ECZ made that announcement, we did an introspection to find out whether truly the PF honored their words, the PF government followed, including the president himself. But on the very day that the ECZ made that declaration that they had banned and suspended rallies, the president was in Eastern Province holding a massive rally. And the following day, Honorable Chimbakambwiri of the PF was also in Eastern Province holding rallies. Dora Syria was in Eastern Province holding rallies. And they have continued to hold these rallies. Yesterday, in Matero, what they planned to be a roadshow ended up to be a rally because they gathered at one place where Dandy Crazy was performing and musicians were performing in Matero. But UPND, from the time that ECZ announced that the rallies were suspended and banned, we've never held any single rally as UPND. But our friends from the PF, having a presidential candidate who is also the head of state, they have failed to honor the resolutions of ECZ. And according to the Electoral Process Act, it is very clear that if a political party does not adhere to the instructions of the Electoral Commission of Zambia, such a political party must be deregistered. They must be suspended from an election. That is according to the Electoral Process Act. But the Patriotic Front, as a political party, did not receive any punishment, okay, to the effect that they continued to hold the rallies, and they have continued to hold the rallies. Furthermore, they have now suspended roadshows. These roadshows are not rallies. They have been suspended because the PF have seen that they have lost popularity. What you are seeing in the roadshows that they have been, there are no people. We want to see the rational justification that the ECZ have used to suspend roadshows. If it is about the spread of coronavirus, then it means they must shut down schools. Then it means they must close down bars. They must close nightclubs and casinos where they gather. It means they must close down public gatherings, and we enter into a total lockdown. Because these rallies and the roadshows, we don't hold them every day. But people, they go to bars every day. They go to schools every day. They go to casinos every day. Now, coming to the issue of violence, we said it the day before yesterday that we as UPND are responding to the medicine. Okay, we are responding to the treatment which the PF planted many years ago, which Mr. Kampiongo planted in Shuangandu when Mutale Narumango, our current vice president, together with Maureen Mwanawasa, were attacked. Okay, we are responding, we are defending ourselves because that violence which has been practiced by the PF, we saw that we are going to be killed in our own homes. The Eastern Province provincial chairman, Joabe, was almost petrol bombed. A lot of people, Mwebantu, those of you who are watching us, Tikambati, Nimambiri, Wamene Wanafa, Wamene Benze mu UPND, at the hands of these criminals. We lost Grasta Matapa. Those of you who know Grasta Matapa, he was a family man. In Mandev, Banamukonga wa PF, Kondo Mponona, Banamukonga wa PF, Kumulasa Maskuru driver, Uja Mundu, Anamupaya Grasta Matapa. As we are talking, that person, we don't know whether Wanamumanga or branch, but Grasta Matapa, we buried that person 6 feet under. We are also saying that Lawrence Banda was shot by a non-PF thug by the name of Francis Kachimo. That person, that this information was disclosed by Americans, Innocent Karimanshi, who confirmed that Francis was the one who shot Lawrence Banda. We lost Mapenzi Chiburo, who was shot by some disgruntled police, PF cadres operating, in the mask of police. So we are saying that there are a lot of attacks that have been unleashed on our people, and we are merely defending ourselves. And we have heard, which is going to mention very soon, about the plans which they have, okay, to declare a state of emergency. I think you can come in, Mama, on that point.
Yes, so there is a news going around on social media that the PF, they are planning to ambush. So the PF have sent out thugs who are dressed as UPND, and they are planning to ambush Nkanduluo in Eastern Province and make it look like UPND ambushed in Nkanduluo so they can declare a state of emergency. So guys, this PF, they are behaving like mafia. They are behaving like they are really desperate and they can do anything. And we have been warned, like PF, they don't want to relinquish power. They'll try anything to create a situation where now they try to get rid of HH through the Hatembo case, and many things they have been trying, but they are failing. They tried to shoot at him in Chingola, they failed. In Lusaka, there in Mandevu, they are trying all kinds of things. So for me, I'm really worried for the life of HH. I think HH should stay indoors. I think if there are people who are watching who are close to HH, let him create a Zoom account and start online Facebook campaigns like we are doing. Everyone is ready for change. The people of Zambia have accepted HH as their president. This election is between PF and the Zambian people. And the person who is chosen is HH. So I think at this time, we as Zambians, it's our duty to protect the life of HH so that HH can be alive and we can vote for HH come August 12th. That being said, the PF, they are trying to dress as a UPND and create violent situations. The same thing happened in Impulungu. That was staged. If you think about it, these PF people, they are sacrificing our children, paying them money. They knew that Impulungu is all UPND, but they sent some thugs over there. So they are willing to sacrifice life of innocent people, life of innocent youth, pay them money and set them into the heart of UPND in Impulungu. They knew what was going to happen. So if we look at all these things, people, PF has a master plan. That Impulungu drama was staged so that they can come around and declare a state of emergency. So what I'm appealing is to all of us UPND, let's not be used as bait. PF has a game plan. They have a game plan all the way until August 12th. If something fails, they will pull something. So this Impulungu thing, it was staged. But the people who they used, they didn't know that they were used as bait. So those people who were attacked in Impulungu, they were used as bait by PF. And they planned it to say, let us send them to Mpulungu. Mpulungu is very UPND, they'll be attacked. And when they're attacked, we can create a state of emergency. The same in Mandevu, they sent their people to start havoc. And when we reacted there was tear gas. Now they have a reason for ECZ to ban the election. So us as UPN, they have to be smarter than this. These people, they have a plan. They have a plan. So let us think proactive, not reactive, because their whole intention is to stop this election from happening one way or another.
Yes, and what happened, if those of you who are following, you saw that the PF, they got a woman and gave that woman a gun. And they put her on camera to claim that she was UPND. And at the time that they put her on the camera, she didn't even know how to hold that gun. She was holding the gun upside down. She didn't even know how to hold that gun. Even her facial expression could show that she was not UPND. In fact, us as UPND, we don't know that woman. She's not even our member. They put her in a hood. They printed a hood for UPND. And they said, the reason why they want to do that, it is to paint our part to be more violent, so that ECZ, pursuant to the articles that are in the Electoral Process Act, the ECZ has been given power to disqualify and to remove any political party out of the political party elections, out of the general elections. They have that power, according to the Electoral Process Act, to remove a particular political, to suspend the political party from participating in a general election. And what we see is that if it is not a state of emergency, what the PF are planning to do is to disqualify UPND from this year's elections on an account of violence. And that is the reason why it's a wonder that when we have meetings, we don't follow them as UPND. When they have meetings, we don't follow them as UPND. But them, us, when we have meetings, they follow us. Imagine yesterday was our day. Yesterday's event in Kanyama was not an illegal gathering. Police drawn from all the police stations in Lusaka district were mobilized and recruited. Each police station provided over 20 or 50 police officers. We had about over 20 land cruisers, water cannons, and all manner of machines. Okay, tear gas, and they were fully armed and everything. The police were geared to escort UPND, and we went into Kanyama peacefully. No one was beaten. When we reached somewhere close to Chivoria, that's when we saw the PF throwing stones. We approached somewhere there, Chivoria basic opposite Duri Motors. PF cutters were coming from City Market. Fully, some of them were armed. They had tear gas. Imagine, I was so shocked, Madam Pumuro. This one I've not spoken about it, and I want to tell you that in the midst of those cadres, we had cadres who were armed. We had cadres who had tear gas. One of the tear gas did not come from the police officers. One of the tear gas came from the cadres and landed on us. Actually, the tear gas that was fired by the cadres, it landed in our vehicle, in our media team vehicle. It hit a QFM journalist on the head, the cancer. That journalist, as we are talking, he lost the battery for the camera. He has sustained a head injury because of the cancer that was fired at us. It didn't come from the police. It came from PF cadres. Now, PF cadres, they are armed. Who is giving them tear gas? Who is giving them firearms? And they had machetes, that all manner of weapons they were charging at us. Even when the police fired tear gas at them and they repelled them, we bypassed the flyover bridge, going to Independence Avenue. The PF cadres, they had a very big vehicle which looked like it had come from Copper Belt, from the mines, and they had carried a lot of cadres who dropped at Kafue roundabout, following us, wanting to cause confusion, so that when we retaliate, one or two are killed or beaten, they will say that UPND is violent. This has been said by CR1. It has been said by a number of people, and we have received intelligence information that the PF, they are printing UPND hoods. The PF, they are printing UPND regalia. The PF, they are printing UPND Chitenge materials. They are printing UPND membership cards. They want to parade people at some point to claim that they have defected from UPND. Now they are going to PF. They want to use that regalia to give non-criminals, thugs, to go in compounds to terrorize people, beating people like what happened yesterday at Iringa Mall, opposite Lima Tower, a bus station which has got a lot of PF cadres, had non-PF thugs who were wearing UPND regalia. They went in China Mall. They went at Angry Lion Iringa Mall and started stealing things, grabbing property, handbags, searching people, grabbing forms from members of the public, so that people should complain and they should say that UPND is a violent and bad party. There's a case that we are handling where a man was coming from work and he was attacked, and they confiscated the 3 brand new laptops from him. And that person, the PF cadres, are the ones who did that. And we are very disappointed with the SG for PF. Instead of him promoting peace, no, we are going to defend ourselves and we are going to attack the UPND because they're the ones who are causing violence. He is sowing a seed of anarchy. I think we must be very serious in our country relating to these issues. I think from now, Mama, you can read one of the comments and also contribute.
Yes, yes. Thank you, guys. If you are just joining us, we are here discussing the breaking news of ECZ banning the rallies. And Honorable Matomola has just shared that PF is infiltrating UPND. They are printing UPND regalia, and they are going in our communities and committing crimes. They are committing crimes, stealing from people, attacking people. Yesterday, they attacked the roadshow for HH, and hence ECZ banned the roadshows. So we can see here that PF will stop at nothing. They are trying in all ways to make ECZ ban our party, or somehow remove our party from the presidential race by infiltrating into our party. So let's be all careful. Let's be vigilant. You should know your neighbors. You should know your members. We know that now PF, they are dressing up as UPND, but they are committing crime in the name of our party, in the hope that ECZ can ban our party. So guys, it's an uphill battle. It's gonna get worse before it gets better for us. I don't know what we can do. That's why we are here to share and discuss any ideas, what you think we should do as Zambians, as UPND. So if you have any comments, you can share below. Otherwise, those who want to come in and say anything, you can let me know. I will send you the link, and then you can come in and share your comments. Let me just read the comments here, guys. So Christine Banda, you are not God. You are saying HH will never rule Zambia. You are not God. So that is your opinion, and thank you very much. I am telling all PF cadres to leave our live broadcast. If you want to share your opinion, create your own Facebook page and start going live. Don't come on this page and start, bringing your violence on this page. We don't want violence on this page. We're just talking to ourselves among UPND. We are talking peace, and we are talking what's happening. So guys, I'm going to delete all comments. If you're a PF, do not write your comment here. You are not welcome. Thank you very much. Mr. Ndashe, any comments? Yes, so we are here, guys. The comments are not coming in yet. Just share your comments below. We have Mr. Mtonga Ndashe, you have a comment? Otherwise, guys, share your comments below. The situation is very volatile in the country. PF, they are trying to infiltrate us.
Yes.
So that within the laws of Zambia, ECZ has a power to deregister the party, to ban the party. This is what they are trying to do. So it's very sad development, very, very sad, because ECZ, they can clearly see that PF are playing dirty tricks. So if ECZ was fair, they should ban PF, because PF is the one who is playing dirty politics. UPND, we are a peaceful party.
Yes, so the way it is, those of us that do not know what a state of emergency is, the president has got power in the constitution to declare when there's instability in the country, where the security of the nation is threatened. The president has got that power to declare a state of emergency. And during that period when a state of emergency is declared, movements are restricted. There is no progressive activity. There are lockdowns, there are curfews that are implemented. The military is planted on the street. You see military vehicles, tankers, and everything. Okay, until such a time when the president will think that there is no security, that is when everything will come to normalcy. What normally happens at that particular time, if you have got elections, elections will be suspended. When those elections will be suspended, there's no need to vote for any leader. The leader who takes charge is the president. But the President Edgar Chagwarungu must also understand that when a state of emergency is declared, there are many examples in Africa where state of emergencies have been declared, and actually the military have ended up taking over instead of the president. So President Edgar Chagwarungu must be very careful in the manner in which he is uttering statements. He uttered a statement a few days ago when he said, I've got certain powers that I have, that I enjoy in the constitution, and don't force me to lift them. Now, he must not be mentioning like that. He's plunging this country into chaos. Okay, we are meant and left to speculate as citizens. Could this be the reason why the military was deployed on the street for 5 days? Those of us that are watching us from all over the world, in many countries, we want to tell you that here in our country, the ECZ has banned elections, roadshows, and rallies. And furthermore, the president of this country has threatened to invoke special laws. And the only special laws that we know in our country's constitution are that of the president having power to declare a state of emergency. And he hinted on that. We also want to update you that here in our country, the military day, for those who have been in the military, they have told us there's a special holiday for military personnel in our country. It is only commemorated once in a year and not 5 days. But this current government commemorated military day for 5 days. And what they did in that 5 days, they kept flying jets in the air. They deployed military tankers on the street, okay? So that we as the citizens, we can be intimidated from rising or holding contrary views to the state, because the military are all of us watching after us. Why didn't they suspend this day? Okay, because we are in an election mood. That is wasting taxpayers' money. Could this be the reason why they are doing this? So that the day that they plant the soldiers on the street, you and me, we should not get so used. We should not get shocked, because we are already used to seeing the military gear, heavy arsenal on the street. These are tenets of dictatorship. They have come up with a cyber bill. There's a rumor that there are some hackers that are now on the rampage trying to frustrate networks systems that we have. You saw a few days ago, our systems were hacked. That is what is happening. Mwema Zambians, Refo Kumiebati, even to Zambia, they are bad. When you look at the way Airtel is operating, phone calls are poor, network is poor. My friends, let us open our eyes. When you look at the way calls are being tapped for other people, Facebook accounts are being hacked, that should tell you that we are living in a repressive and oppressive state. And what we are saying is that the only avenue that we have as Zambians is to remove these people out of power. Because even in Uganda, what happened when the Uganda Electoral Commission banned the rallies? Museveni was passing with bands, was holding rallies. Whatever that is being done right now in the electoral process of our country is from the blueprint of dictatorship. But Zambian people are decided, and what they are going to do is that come August 12, they are going to remove these people out of power. Okay, that is what we are saying.
Yes, yes. So I just want to allude to what you said about this banning of the banning of the campaigns, and also like this week in my team, among the observers, 4 members of my team, their Facebook accounts were hacked and deleted. So I would like to say to you guys that they are trying to stop the distribution of information. As we know, knowledge is power. When people know, when people are well informed, it's from that information they can make decisions. That's why you have seen that all the opposition is banned from Zambia National Broadcasting Services or the radio stations. Only the surrogate parties are being allowed to use the national media in Zambia, because PF, they are trying to control the spread of information. So you can imagine if we didn't have social media, we would all be in the dark. PF would feed that lies on what is actually happening in the country, and it will be difficult to communicate. But we thank God for social media. We are here and we are sharing information. So guys, stay tuned in. Follow Motomola TV. We have different plans in case they hack this page. We have other contingent plans to make sure that we will continue providing information until the day of election and afterwards. So PF, we are warning you. You inherited a democratic country. Please respect the rule of law. Respect that we Zambians, we are a democratic country. Respect your HH. I mean, HH, people have chosen HH. A leader, as a leader, you don't impose yourself on people. If you impose yourself on in leadership, then you are a dictator. A leader is chosen by the people. The people come to a leader. You have seen, Ruapula was like, hey, Ruapula is a bedroom of PF. Ruapula is no longer a bedroom of PF. Ruapula is now the headquarters of UPND, I can safely say. Ruapula is not ashamed to wear their regalia. They were marching today. We have seen videos in Ruapula what was happening. They were all in red. It's a symbol. It's a sign that the country is PF versus the people of Zambia. I was listening. I watched that video. I want to punda video. We have stopped drinking tea because of PF. Really? How did Zambia get to a situation whereby abantu balefirwa okunona tea and you still want to claim to power? And you're still saying I'm your father. No. As a father, you have to provide. Tea is a basic thing. Tea is like nothing. Because sugar is too expensive. The people have decided. Bachula, PF have decampaigned themselves. The prices of commodities is what has made PF to lose popularity, and people want change. People are looking to HH for a better life, to have food on their table.
Yes. You are very much right. And for those of you who are trying to say, why should UPND be voted in power? UPND should be voted in power because the PF have failed to manage the COVID-19 crisis. We are in the third wave of the coronavirus. Just when we were in the first wave of the coronavirus, they received donor funding, and even local organizations and companies donated money towards the fight for the coronavirus, because they saw that this coronavirus is not going to end soon. But where is that money? That money has finished because it was diverted to roads and in people's pockets. That money has finished because someone saw that there's a lot of money in the ministry. What do? Let's create a company that will produce fake hand sanitizers and fake masks, and we will go and present that company to the ministry, so that when they give us the money, we'll say we have procured these things. That is how that money has finished at the hands of corrupt people. These are people whereby even this third wave of the coronavirus, as it has come, it will hit us heavily because people are not willing to fight this scourge of coronavirus. They are interested in receiving donations from the Jack Ma Foundation. They are interested in making fake hand sanitizers that they will distribute. They are interested in producing fake grabs. They are interested in producing those fake disinfectors, okay, so that we can buy, disinfect on the assumption that we are cured in coronavirus and we die. The only person with a solution to fight coronavirus is a man who has been putting on his mask from the first day that coronavirus started, and that is President Hakainde Hichilema, a man who has been observing social distance, a man who, first of all, inspired, wrote to this country and advised the government that they should have a lockdown, and they failed because at that particular time, if we had a lockdown, the cases couldn't have increased the way they have increased. As we are talking right now today, 19 people have been reported dead. When you go to UTH, they do not have ventilators. When we asked them, they said UTH has got enough ventilators. The only proper ventilators that are working, they are at Mainasoko General Hospital. You and me, Vutika, Fuewapina, we cannot afford to go to Mainasoko General Hospital because there you are charged a lot of money for you to be cured of coronavirus. The difference between the rich and the poor, okay, must not be there in a progressive country. We must have a situation where the rich and the poor, they meet at an intersection set. But what is happening in our country is that the poor are becoming more poor and the rich are becoming more richer. Okay, we are failing to buy simple basic commodities in our country. That is the reason why even if HH was going to be at his home for many days, let him be there and we campaign for him. It is better. And I want to assure you that President Edgar Chagwarungu is more dangerous than the virus itself of coronavirus. Because having a person who is dangerous like that, you will never be cured of coronavirus. It is better we embrace coronavirus and check out President Edgar Lungu, because we know that the next leader who will come will have a proper way on how to fight coronavirus. What is increasing the cases of coronavirus is a lack of proper leaders. If we have proper leaders, coronavirus will end. Even at a global level, that is what is affecting this stage of coronavirus. So moving forward, we just want to say that the perfect way of campaigning that we have, it is to go in the villages. And I want to assure you, wherever you're watching me from, how do you go to your village? You just pick a phone call. Pick a phone call, tell your relatives that here in Lusaka where you stay, people have decided to move with change. And even them, they must move with change. Embark on weekend holidays. How do you embark on weekend holidays? You just go for a weekend to go and visit your people in the village. Go and spread the message and come back after 2 days. How do you campaign? You must make sure that you go back to your land where you were born. Okay, reach out to the people. This battle is going to be won. And we have sensed, we have been taught that internet is something that some people are trying to tamper with, because they know that it travels faster than a Land Cruiser. It travels faster, okay, than an helicopter, because with internet you'll be able to transmit results. But we want to assure the PF that we have got all the systems ready. In case you don't know, we will be transmitting even when Airtel is bad. Have you not wondered why our network is never bad? Even when your Airtel has failed us? Have you not wondered why us here we are streaming live, network uninterrupted? Just to know that we have got hundreds and thousands of people who are ready to monitor these elections, and the international community is watching.
Thank you, my son. So basically, it boils down to changing leadership. Fellow Zambians, wherever you are in the world, this government has denied us basic human rights. They have denied us food. They have denied us clean water. They have denied us decent shelter. They have denied us medical care and drugs and treatment. They have provided expired drugs and expired medications. Our children, they have to pay to go to school. And this is why we are saying we want change. Campaign in your neighborhood. Ask your families how much they are buying sugar. Muleshta shinga sugar, muleshta shinga salad. That in itself should tell you, because every Zambian should have food at home. Nobody should sleep hungry. Yeah? It's a basic human right. A caring government should care about what the people are eating. You know? They should care that they provide medication. Like if anyone is sick, they should be able to go to any hospital and get world-class treatment. Zambia is a rich country. We are literally sitting on gold and diamonds. But where is this money going? Eh? That's why we are saying no. The whole world is changing. If you go on internet, see how people are living worldwide. Governments, they care about their citizens. They are striving to provide all these basic human rights to their people for free. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about everybody having food, water, medication. There's nothing else. We are all here to survive. And that's what we are saying, PF, you have failed us. You have failed to provide basic human rights. It's time for you to go. I end here unless we can read other comments.
Yes, so what we are going to do, we have 5 minutes to sign out. What we do is we can read out comments and also allow other people to contribute. So you can read out some comments and we see how we can react to them.
So they are saying it's a 3 kwacha now. 1 egg is 3 kwacha. That's a comment for Gertrude. And the Chanda says, these guys can't do anything. The same people are going to bring confusion in our Christian nation because of this same man so-called whatever. So that's another comment. It says that they are shocked about the prices of food and commodities. So guys, this is what is campaigning for us. It's the price of commodity, egg, whichever 3 kwacha. Number, how much do people get paid? Average size of a family is how much? Me, when I was growing up, we used to be 15 munganda, 15 of us. Family plus extended family, Zambian families, they are big. It's not 1 or 2 people, Mungan. So this is what we are saying. This is what we are saying. We need to change this government. And by HH, we are going to tag by HH to just stay indoors. We need by HH to be safe so that he can be there to take up this country to another level. We are going to campaign for HH. What we need now is just HH's safety. Chapwa. We have all seen him. Let him start campaigning on social media and forget about going in the streets, because this PF, they will stop at nothing. They have tried to kill HH, but they have failed. So I think if now is time for HH to hibernate until voting day. Social media, Chapwa.
Yes, because the Zambian people have decided, okay, all these plans are aimed at President HH. He goes in the villages to campaign. They will tell him, we should tatua kueverati ama campaigns not to ban. He said, oh, what, didn't we tell you that roadshows have been banned? He says this, I think we are arresting you now. So what we are saying is that we, the Zambian people, are the ones who are angry. uja muntu ndrama inazo anapanga. If he wants, he can go and have tea in Dubai. He has got a lot of money. You and me, who are not employed, we are the ones who must fight this battle. Okay, even that person is well to do, is fighting for this country because he sees the sufferings. Okay, you who is being oppressed by an Indian man, you have tried to take that Indian man to court. That Indian man has won the case because he's a friend to some minister. You who is a maid, you have been oppressed by an Indian. You have failed, you have tried to report your case to labor office. You find that all the labor offices have been paid by the corrupt system. You who is a student, you have been applying, you have dropped thousands of applications and you have never been given a job because the jobs are given to their family relatives. You who is there, okay? You are the marketeer. You are the government workers who have got loans and they have promised you that they will clear the debt. They will not clear your debt. They just want you, okay, to feel good that they take care of you. If they meant well for you, why didn't they increase your salary? Today, that's when they are saying we are going to scrap off your debt. Why didn't they increase your salary? Because if your salary was somewhere 10 pin, 15 pin, you could have managed to manage that loan. Even if they deduct, you still have a take home. So you who are civil servants refuse to be used. So that is what we are saying. I think we have stayed quite enough on a number of points on this platform. Please, what we advise is share this broadcast. We also have a YouTube channel called Queen Pumi. You need to subscribe to that channel so that we can update you on anything that comes. And all the part of election observers, if you want to become an election observer, we'll advise you on the process. Subscribe, follow this page, like, comment below. You'll be a very good person. Our numbers are open. My number is there on the page. And let's get in touch. You see how we can move forward. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So in closing, I just want to say, like you said, there are these people who are saying HH will never rule Zambia. If HH never rules Zambia, it won't hurt him. He will take a vacation. He has already made his money. The reason why HH is fighting is to liberate you and me. By you people who have graduated and your certificate is patched for 5 years, you can't get a job. So you are harming yourself. PF don't care. They have been in power for 10 years and there's nothing that they will do to improve Zambians' life. Even the cadres themselves, they are poor. Ama cadres, what are they giving them? We only have 1 or 2 cadres, and for them, they haven't even given them a job. They just give them money, handouts. They haven't created jobs for PF cadres. So what we are saying is, by youth, if you have a family member who's a PF cadre, tell them to sit down and think about their future. You will not be a cadre forever. You need to have a job. You need to get married. You need to have a family. You need to think about retirement. You know, you need to think of how your life can improve as a person. You need to have your own home, your own car, which you have worked for, not a handout where tomorrow, if you join another political party, they will come and grab that car. No, we are talking about financial empowerment for all Zambians. And that being said, guys, we end here. We'll be here every day live. We'll be discussing the breaking news. Today we won't share the link, but hopefully maybe tomorrow or Thursday we'll share the link. So good night. And if you have anything to say, Honorable, the floor is yours.
No, just good night. We love you guys. And very soon we'll be celebrating 200,000 subscribers. Who have an online party. It will be nice. We need you to be there. Please subscribe, follow, like, comment. We love you. Get in touch with us. We are a family because we want change. Bye-bye. Forward.